You're watching USA News Hub, your home for breaking headlines, trending sports stories, and exclusive updates from across the nation. New York didn't just witness a tennis match. It witnessed an eruption, clash so heated, so personal, that even the legend Maria Sharapova couldn't stay silent. Because when Belinda Bencic crossed the line with Coco Gauff in the middle of their US Open showdown, Sharapova stepped in and unleashed a message that shook the entire tennis world. The US Open has always been a place of electricity, where talent meets pressure, where legends are made, and where tempers sometimes explode under the weight of the moment. But what happened between Coco Gauff and Belinda Bencic this year? This wasn't just tension. This wasn't just competitiveness. This was personal. And the fallout became so massive that it pulled in one of the most iconic figures in tennis history, Maria Sharapova. Her reaction didn't just make headlines, it set the internet on fire. From the very first game, fans could feel something was off. Coco Gauff, America's rising superstar and one of the most mentally strong young athletes in the world, looked unusually tense. Belinda Bencic, known for her fiery competitive energy, was locked in, determined. But as the match went deeper, her behavior took a sharp turn. Viewers picked up on it instantly. The aggressive stare-downs after points. The sarcastic claps. The taunting comments under her breath. And the most explosive moment, a verbal jab directed straight at Gauff after a disputed line call. Fans sitting courtside said they heard Bencic mutter, "You're so dramatic. Just play." Those 4 words lit the fuse. Because Coco Gauff, usually calm and composed, suddenly looked shaken, frustrated, even hurt. The crowd booed. Commentators went silent. Social media went wild. But the story was just getting started. Within minutes, Bencic and Gauff were trending on X. Fans accused Bencic of psychological intimidation, on-court taunting, trying to get inside Gauff's head, crossing the line of sportsmanship. Clips of the interaction went viral instantly. One comment that gained over 200,000 likes said, "This isn't competitiveness, this is verbal abuse. Someone needs to call her out." And that someone turned out to be Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova, never one to sugarcoat anything in her entire career, gave the bluntest, most explosive reaction on a post-match broadcast panel. And you could feel the tension rise the moment she opened her mouth. She stared straight into the camera and said, "I watched that entire match. And let me be very clear, what Belinda did was unacceptable. Trash talk is one thing. Harassment is another. And Coco handled it better than most players would if that kind of behavior becomes normal on the WTA Tour. We have a problem." Fire. The panel froze. Fire. Fans screamed in approval. Fire, and instantly, the clip went viral. Sharapova didn't stop there. She continued, "Coco Gauff is 21, still learning, still growing. She doesn't deserve to be mocked or belittled on a big stage. Yes, tennis is emotional. Yes, feelings run high. But there's a line." And Belinda crossed it. The internet absolutely exploded. Tennis. Gauff's reaction, classy, but painfully honest. After the match, Gauff didn't attack, insult, or clap back. Instead, she just said, "I'm proud of how I kept my composure. Some people choose competitiveness differently, and that's okay. I'll always choose respect." It was calm. It was graceful. It was classy. But to many fans, it sounded like someone who felt genuinely hurt but didn't want to escalate the situation. And it made Sharapova's comments feel even more justified. Of course, this story wouldn't be complete without Belinda Bencic firing back. When asked about the accusations, she snapped, "If people can't handle competitiveness, maybe they shouldn't be out there. I didn't say anything harmful. I play with intensity, always have." But the problem was, her denial didn't match the footage. Fans posted clips online showing Bencic yelling, "Just play," laughing sarcastically after Gauff's errors, staring her down after nearly every big point, making gestures toward her box that fans felt were intentionally provocative. The replies were brutal. One fan wrote, "You can call this competitiveness, but we all saw what we saw." Another said, Sharapova dragged you for a reason. And it kept getting worse. Just when fans thought the drama had peaked, Sharapova added fuel to the fire during a podcast appearance. She said, "I've played fierce opponents my whole life, Serena, Henin, Azarenka. Not once did any of them try to emotionally break me with petty behavior. What Belinda did today, that's not toughness, that's insecurity." The internet went nuclear. People started calling Sharapova the WTA truth-teller. Fans said she was protecting the next generation. Coco Gauff fans praised her for speaking on behalf of what Gauff couldn't say. This wasn't just drama anymore. This was a movement. Coco Gauff isn't just a tennis player to the USA audience. She is a symbol of hope, a new generation leader, a hard-working American athlete with dignity and class, a role model for young girls in sports. So when fans saw her being mocked, taunted, and mentally targeted on the biggest tennis stage in America, it struck deep. Americans don't like disrespect toward their stars, especially not toward someone as beloved as Coco Gauff. The crowd booed Bencic repeatedly. Viewers at home flooded social media. Even neutral tennis fans felt the energy shift, and Sharapova's involvement sealed it. She became the voice of the people. This story isn't fading, in fact, it's growing. The U.S. Open Committee reportedly reviewed footage of the incident. Players on the WTA Tour are rumored to be discussing sportsmanship boundaries. Tennis commentators are calling for a new code of conduct evaluation. And fans, they're still divided. Some say, right arrow, Bencic was competitive, nothing more. Others counter, right arrow, there's competition, and then there's harassment. One thing is certain. This will follow Belinda Bencic for a long time. This will strengthen Coco Gauff's fan base even more. And this will reinforce Maria Sharapova's reputation as someone who never stays silent when she sees something wrong. So here we are. Another U.S. Open. Another clash. Another moment where emotions overflowed and the world watched every second. But what made this moment historic wasn't just the drama on court. It was the power of one voice, Maria Sharapova's voice, standing up for Coco Gauff, defending a new generation, and reminding the tennis world of something simple: talent wins matches. But respect. Respect defines champions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that's shaping America and the world. We'll see you in the next update.